Face Off. How relevant will it be to have a live media coverage of the court proceedings using the recent arrest of judges as a case study or a precedent to start live coverages of court proceedings? Will it aid the integrity of the judiciary or return what may have been lost in terms of integrity for the judiciary? And you were pointing out what the DSS may have done.
Yes.
That's not correct.
Yes. My position has been on the action of the DSS. My position has been that the way, they did not follow the process. Yes, these judges do not have immunity, but we must respect the offices they occupy. That they occupy a preeminent and a major office. And the judiciary is the last hope. Don't forget, this is very critical. The last hope of the common man.
Yeah, that's why you should have integrity.
No.
Put out there.
That is why they shouldn't be intimidated. Now, the issue of integrity had already been taken care of, even in the Constitution. So, the issue of how you ensure that these judges or justices are people of integrity has been taken care of. And there is a process. First of all, you get to the NJC. Now, because the issue of what we alleged, they alleged bribery, they alleged certain misconducts in office. Now, these are issues that fall squarely within, they didn't kill anybody. They didn't rape anybody. So these are issues that fall squarely within the ambit of what the NJC can actually decide upon. Now, the process would have been for these things to come before the NJC. Then after the NJC must have dealt with this matter, either suspending or dismissing or recommending the dismissal of these justices, and they are removed from the bench because of the integrity, because of the position of these justices. Then you can now come in and arrest. We don't have any problem. Judges have been arrested in the past after they left the judiciary or after they have been suspended. That is the procedure. But you cannot go and arrest a sitting judge, and then tomorrow the same judge will be sitting over and presiding over a case of another accused person. And you can imagine an accused person looking at a judge, saying you are an accused person like me, or you are an accused person like. Okay. See, we must make sure that.
I want to take a question from there and ask Philly, are you not sympathetic with this position he has just, this picture he has just painted? A judge sits in the court over a case, and the witness has the guts to say, or based on what he has heard or been done, he says, "My lord, you are also as accused as I am. What right do you have to preside over my case?" Don't you see this playing out in these procedures that will lead to the live coverage you're thinking about? Because all stations will hook up. We can be very sure that Channels TV will be number one. We'll set up more than 10 cameras there and put like 3 on the judges so that we get all his gesticulations and everything, and the way he's putting his hands and everything. Live coverage. All the other sister stations will be there. Yeah, that's what you want to see.
Yeah, I understand that. Like I said from the outset, that the reportage should be censored in such a way.
The reportage will come from the live coverage.
Yes, I know. Yes. But I'm saying that the NBC is commissioned also to monitor or to regulate the conduct of journalism or reportage. Is that right? Is that not right?
For broadcasting.
Yeah, for broadcasting. We're talking about broadcasting here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not talking about print media. We're talking about broadcasting.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, because now you mentioned NBC.
Yeah. They can. Excuse me. What I'm saying is that you are taking it off the hook.
To my side.
What I'm saying
on your side.
Of course, because the judiciary is a sacred profession. It's a sacred arm of government, and as such, excuse me, it's a sacred arm of government, and as such, it must be handled in a delicate manner. We must handle it in that professionalism. It's poor to the public.
Delicate will mean what? Delicate will mean what?
I said it is a profession that is sacred. Okay, because these days we have so many people wading into the context or the analysis of legalism, and that is why in the public you have so many people making so many mistakes, because Nigerians are analyzing issues the way it shouldn't be analyzed.
Mind you, too.
Because this is a highly literate society.
Yes, if you also, if you also take this position, which of course I'm not opposing or supporting, I'm just asking the question. If you have taken this position, it will mean to my mind that the serving minister who has also been accused if the same process is applied, his trial will also be live.
If they want to put him on live, of course it should be.
No. This will set the precedent for live coverages.
It should be. It should be. What I mean is, the coverage itself must be regulated.
No, you've not answered
you are not looking at that.
You've not answered my question.
No, I'm answering your question.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm answering your question.
If this
I'm saying,
serving minister, for instance, if the 7 ministers,
that is still the same position I am maintaining, that this thing should not be reported. The regulation is already there. After every matter has been heard, even in court, and even in this trials of these justices, after everything, the report will be out there. The report will be given to the judicial correspondents who are going to report these things. It's a simple procedure, and these things will detail whatever happened, whatever these people were found culpable for, or whatever they were acquitted.
Are you suggesting that by the time this report is out and it filters through the judiciary correspondent, which I have so much respect for, especially our in-house judicial correspondents, talking about Shola Shole and Victoria Oshibo and all of that we have in the house. Are you suggesting by any means that when this report comes, it's already filtered to in such manners, or
of course, don't forget that this also comes from the judiciary. Do you understand? Don't forget that even the lawyers who are going to argue on different sides are also going to have their records, which will be matched with whatever is coming out from the judiciary. Media. Yes, from the judiciary, and also matched with whatever is coming out in the media. And that makes it a seamless process. That makes it a process that could be relied on, rather than a situation where you are covering it, you are putting it live there, and every Dick and Harry has an opinion on it, and could even conclude and bet money that this person will be found culpable, that this person would not be found culpable. It ridicules the entire system. It ridicules the judiciary.
Gentlemen, I hope you understand the implication of the positions you're taking as far as this topic is concerned, because it may set a tone. Because, for instance, we saw the live CCTV coverage, trial or procedure, early procedures or proceedings of the sitting Senate president. We saw everything that happened, the number of people that had to go with him to the CCTV and all of that. Do you think that took away the sanctity of what should have happened in such trial?
It didn't take away the sanctity, because
do you know that I saw a report that was already speculating on the guilt of the defendant.
That is what you saw.
That's the kind of thing this thing could lead to. That's the kind of thing it could lead to. Do you know that in the United States, that is the bastion of democracy? In the United States, even proceedings in the Supreme Court of the United States are not aired live. They are not. They are reported, but they are not aired live. There is this rule 53, rule of the criminal procedure rules of criminal procedure in the United States for federal courts, and it makes it explicit that these things cannot be reported live. You cannot go to court and mount the cameras and start videoing what is happening in court. It is not done.
There's something you're afraid of.
No. I'm not afraid of anything. Of course. No,
talking from the point of view of your position, I mean,
yes,
there's something you're afraid of.
Yes, I am only afraid for what
of
could
the truth
happen
being exposed.
Yeah, the media might mess it up.
Speculations.
But he's putting a lot. He's reposing a lot of confidence. He's reposing a lot of confidence on the media.
Where the judiciary is made to dance to the gallery.